Welcome to this video. You learn, apply, grow, and educate for the future world. I'm Aadarsh Sharma, and today I'm going to talk with you about how to become a super parent. Yes, I'm Aadarsh Sharma, founder of School of Super Kids. And in this video, I'm going to talk with you about how to become a super parent. And after this video, parents have to feel as a super parent, students are going to feel as a super student, and kids are going to feel as a super kids. Now, we mature young minds. So let's start today's topic. So today I'm going to talk with you about how to become a super parent. So let us start. Now, how child learn from the environment that is just near to him or her? Yes, because child does not learn. Child learn by copying. Yes, if you're going to tell him that don't do like that, he's going to do like that. But if you are going to don't do like that, if you are going to do that what you want to make your kids to do, then your kids are going to become a super kids. Yes, because their kids environment is very important. So let's start positive environment. Yes, for any kid, positive environment is very important. Yes, because positive in, positive out, negative in, negative out. So connect with your kids. Now, this is the first thing, and this is very important thing that you should connect with your kids. And how you can connect with your kids? By the rule of 30 minutes. Yes, by the rule of 30 minutes, you can connect with your kids. First of all, you have to ask with your kids that what you want to do. If your kid will say that I want to play music, play video game, then you have to say, okay, I will also do that. And when he says that I will play this or that, anything, you have to do that thing with your kids. Sit with your kids. Your question should be that what you want to do for 30 minutes. Yes. And when you have to ask with our kids that what you want to do for 30 minutes, if they say, I want to play game, I want to watch film, I want to do this, that, you have to make them do that. You have to do that activity by sitting with your kids. So you have to do that thing with your kids. Now, if your kid will say, I want to watch film, then you have to see positive and motivational, inspirational films with your kids. Yes, you have to see positive films in which people are motivated. There is an inspirational story of the successful person. That is the reason you have to connect with your kids in the positive way. If he want to watch any cartoon, then you have to make him to avoid. You should watch them a film, a biography, which is like a story and which is very interestful. Okay. Now, the next thing is you have to always speak high energy words in the front of your kids. Yes, high energy words are very important because I have seen lots of fathers come from office to home and just sitting and just saying, I am very tired. Today nothing happened good with me. I am pure, impure. I'm not perfect. Never ever say these things in front of your kids. You have to never ever speak these low energy words. You have to always speak the high energy words. Because if you're going to say the high energy words, child is going to copy that. If you're going to say today three things happened good with me, then kid is your child is going to also say that today three things happened good with me. Why? Because kids copy you. Kids copy us. Kids don't learn by hearing. Kids learn by copying. That is the reason. And the next thing is don't compare your kids with anyone because every kid is unique. Every child is unique. Just one thing matters that never ever compare them. And in the next thing, in the next topic, I'm going to even tell you that how kids are unique. But never ever compare your kids anyone. Like, yes, he's doing this, he want to become a doctor, let me also say to my kid that become this or that. He's doing this, let me be my child also be like this. And if he's not doing, just comparing that you are useless. See that child, that is how much, this is the topper in the class, and you learn something from that. Don't give examples like that, because if you are going to give example like that, your child is going to be demotivated and never ever going to be the best student or going to be the best super kid. Never ever compare your kid with anyone. The next thing is take kids' opinion into account. And this is the most important thing. And I have seen lots of parents, if kids give any opinion through their side, then I have listened that lots of parents say that you are too young to make decision. Yes, adults know better. These are some things, these are some sentences that parents say if their child gives them any opinion and any suggestion. And giving suggestion is very good thing. Why? Because giving suggestion will make their mind very creative. They will learn the skill of decision making. That is the reason you have to take your kids opinion into account. The last thing is enjoy communicating with your kids. Yes, now I have seen lots of the parents just coming to home, just laying on the bed and watching their phone, just scrolling down on shorts and social media. Why? Because they are not having any, they do not want to enjoy with their kids. That is the reason. But you should enjoy with your kids, because enjoy communicating with your kids is the most important thing. Now let me tell you why. Because kids are creative, they talk creative, they talk very good ideas. And when you have to talk them about that what happened today in the school, what happened with you today, then your kids are going to be very open and free in the front of you. And your kid will tell every personal talk to you, never ever hide anything to you. But if you are going to don't be like that, if you are going to never communicate with your kids are going to hide everything from you, they are going to be sad with you. See, I have seen lots of parents that they are just scrolling their phone, and the kid is at the front of their parent and just saying, but parents have no attention on their kids. That is the reason. Enjoy communicate with your kids, because kids are unique. You have to listen to them, you have to motivate them, you have to ask with them that what happened in your school today. So that was about how to make a positive environment in the front with your kids environment, how to make a positive environment in the surrounding of your kids. Now the next thing which is very important, that is types of parents. Now there are four types of parents, so let me talk to you about the types of parent. Now as I tell you that there are four type of parents, and the four type of parents are authoritarian, democratic, permissive, and uninvolved. Even we can call it neglectful. So these four types of parents are, see, let me tell you about the authoritarian. See, authoritarian is a old, yes, that is a old type of parents. Yes, because the parents which are in the 90s were strict and authoritarian. Yes, what I say, do. If you will not do, I will beat you. Why? What is that manner? That is an authoritarian. That what I will give you authority, do that. Otherwise, I will beat you. I will listen right now. But even authoritarian is continuing in our generation. But you should avoid that, because every parent have a unique way to grow up their child. That is the reason that you should be never ever be authoritarian in the front of your child. The next type of parent is democratic, when sitting together and just talking about the ideas, that okay, this is your idea, this is your idea, asking that what is happening, asking about some questions, ask, talking about the capitals of Indian states, just means studying. as talking. We are also talking, listening, and we that type of parent are democratic. Means anything they do, first of all, they think that very by very giving their lots of time on that, means that is democratic, means sitting with their child and talking and making any solution with sitting with their child, never ever leave letting them alone, because if you have to leave your kids alone, they are going to be alone for whole life. They would never ever come in the front of you. Okay, the third type of parent is permissive. Yes, means what do you want? I will give you. What do you want? I will give you. Means they are permissive. If their child want a ball, just give them. If their child just want a means phone, iPhone, just giving them. If their kids want a bike, just giving them. Means they are permissive. What you want, just take it. Means not having any sense that what he is doing, not involved in the good way in their child. And the last type of parent, the fourth type of parent is uninvolved. We can even call it neglectful because they neglect their child. Yes, and this is the most bad type of parents. They are neglecting what their kids are doing. They are not focusing on what their kids are doing, from with which students they are sitting and standing. Okay, that is the reason. You lots of parents does not know that uninvolved that from which student they are sitting and standing, with whom students they are talking, with whom student they are eating, with whom student they are drinking. They did not know it. Why? Because they are uninvolved. They never ever ask with the students, with their kids, that what happened today in your school. Why? Because they are uninvolved. They are just like the parents who are coming home and just opening social media and watching shorts and scrolling down. That is uninvolved parent, never ever focusing on the studies of their child, just in their mobile, only involved in their mobile. They are uninvolved in their kids. Now the next thing, which is types of child, as I tell you, that don't compare with your kids with anyone, as I tell you here. So why? Because every child is unique. Because big, bigger, biggest, small, smaller, smallest, but unique is always unique. That is the reason. Every kid, every child is unique. Never ever compare them with anyone. So let's understand about these types of child. Now there are three types of child: visual learner, auditory learner, and kinesthetic learner. Now, visual learner is that type of kid who's learn by seeing anything, by seeing PPTs, mind maps, and learning through it. Why? Because they are visual. They can learn anything. They have the capacity to learn. They have the ability to learn anything and remember anything by watching from the eyes and restoring everything in their mind. They have the ability of that. Now, the second type of kids are auditory learner, means they like to listen podcasts, audio books, and summaries which are in audio form. Why? Because they like to talk with, because they like to talk. They like to learn by talk. Why? Because they're auditory. And the last is kinesthetic, means see, kinesthetics are backbenchers, just moving their legs, and just rotating their pencils on their hand, hitting pencil with their paper. Means they are some different. They are kinesthetic learner. They can learn anything by doing anything. Yes, and this capability is superb. By doing anything, they can learn anything. If they will go in the lab of physics, chemistry, bio, or any lab, computer lab, they will learn it. Why? Because there is an activity or anything which is happening by kinesthetically, means they are doing that, and kinesthetic children learn it very easily. Why? Because they are learning by doing. Now auditory are middle benchers. Yes, they are bad in writing, and they are do not like to talk to anyone. And the visual learners are front benchers, they like to sit in the front, and they have a good writing and a good memory capacity. Okay, now don't think that auditory is bad or visual is good. No, every child is unique, and auditory is means every type of child is unique. Why? Because they are some type of learner: auditory, visual, kinesthetic. These three type of children are found lots of time, and the most children that are in our country, that are visual learners. Yes, learning through seeing it. Okay, now the next point, my next point is teaching kids about budgeting. Yes, budgeting is very important thing that we should teach to our kids. Why? Because budgeting makes our child teaching about pocket money and their saving. And if you are teaching your kids about budgeting, then your kids are going to learn about saving. Yes, now, if you not give or give your child's pocket money of a month, like most of the parents give 500, 100, 2000, yes, you should give. I'm not saying it is bad. You have to give your kids pocket money and teach them about budgeting. Like if they want a book of 1000, and their pocket money is 500, then they will teach about budgeting, guys. They will wait for 1 month, and when at the second month they are going to get their next pocket money, they are going to purchase that book. They will learn budgeting, they will learn saving money, they will not spend and just waste money on different things, on things which are not useful. They will learn budgeting, they will learn how to save money, they will learn about how to spend money. And if your child will become a rich person, then he will never ever misuse their money. Why? Because they have already learned about budgeting, they have already learned about how to save, because it is the 80% rule. Yes, you have to teach this rule to our kids. If anything is coming, they should 80%, like 100%, anything is coming like pocket money, they should left the 20%, and the 80% they should spend, they should save their 20% into their money saving bank or any their piggy bank. Okay, you have to give them, purchase them a piggy bank, and they will save their money inside that. That is the main profit. And then your kids are going to be the best kids, because that is the thing that school does not teach us, bro. Kids do not teach us about budgeting. Kids do not, school does not teach our, teach the kids about budgeting. School does not teach the kids about money, never ever. Just it is a maths chapter, profit and loss and nothing. Okay, now, the next thing is positive punishment and negative punishment. Now, I have seen lots of schools there are some of type of positive punishment and negative punishment. Now, first let me talk to you about negative punishment. Yes, and negative punishment is very bad, like just standing on their bench and just raising their hand. Just get going, teachers say get outside the class, they go outside the class. Sometime and they make them to do upsets. Why? Because that negative punishment is giving thoughtlessly, and by giving negative punishment they will become more bad. They will does not have the desire to learn anything. That is the reason, never ever give punishment like this, that raising hand, I will not give you food of this night dinner, I will not give you the dinner. Okay, these are very bad punishment. Now you should give positive punishment. Now let me understand you about that. Now there are two types of language. First is positive and second is negative. Don't beat your brother. This is negative language. Play politely and lovely with your brother. This is in the positive manner. That is the reason you have to never ever give this type of punishment, never ever give negative punishment, that and never ever say that don't beat your brother. You have to say in the positive way, because this have the difference of, they have this both thing, positive and negative have the lots of difference. And that is the reason you have to say it in the positive way, because there are two types to say anything, positive or negative. It matters on how you speak that, positive or negative. Okay, now that was about today's lecture. And let me recap this whole about positive environment. First of all, connect with your kids, speak high energy words, never ever compare your kids with anyone, take kids opinion into account, never ever say you are not good to make decision making, you does not have the skill of decision making, you are too young to make decision. Types of parents: authoritarian, democratic, permissive, and uninvolved. Third, types of children: visual learner, learning by seeing anything; auditory learner, learning by listening anything; and kinesthetic learner means learn by body movement. Now the fourth point is teaching kids about budgeting, because school does not teach to the kids about budgeting or about money. You have to give your child pocket money and teach them saving. Yes, and that time make your kids to follow 80 and 20% rule, spending the 80% and saving the 20%. Okay, and the fifth thing is positive punishment and negative punishment. Never ever give negative punishment, because that is mostly thoughtlessly given, and child does not learn it, and child will lose the capacity to learn anything. And the next is positive punishment, the element of learning. Okay, now that was today's lesson, that was about the today's lecture. But if you want to make your child a rock star, if you want to make your child a star, so you have to keep these things inside your minds, and these things are very very essentials, that are skip negative talk. Yes, you have to skip negative talks. Never ever speak low energy words in the front of your kids. You have to talk positive in the front of your kids. Why? Because positive in, positive out. Negative in, negative out. That's the reason you have to always talk positive, because be positive. Every battle is inside your mind. If you are going to think in positive terms, you are going to get positive results. If you are going to think in negative terms, you are going to get negative results. And the next thing is appreciate. Yes, appreciate to your kids. And you have to appreciate your kids. Even he is doing in the wrong way, appreciate. If your kid are getting fail in the exam, but he has done hard work, appreciate them. Never ever demotivate them about failing. Appreciate them about their hard work, that yes, you have done hard work, I am appreciating you. You have to appreciate them, never ever demotivate them. If he want to become a footballer but never ever making any goal, you have to appreciate them. Yes, very good, you are practicing it, you will become perfect. Never ever demotivate to your child, because every battle inside their mind. And the next thing is reward. Yes, the reward is very important, because any person like to get reward in of their work. Even you, if you will do a good work, if you will catch a theft, you will want a reward from the police. Like that, kids, if they will do a good work, they should got a reward. That is the most important things, that you have to skip negative talks. You have to talk positively always with your kids, and appreciate to your kids. Most important thing, appreciate to your kids. And you have to reward to your kids. And that was about today's lecture. So thank guys, bye bye, you all are awesome.